All right, good morning or good evening, and hey Ty, how are you? You can be the first to check the sound for me. Is it good? So, tonight I'm going to be working on the first pose for Grandmaster Yoda. So, yeah, already have him on here. So, what I might actually start with, since I'm not going to be touching the ground much at all with this guy, is I may go ahead and put on some of my textures just to let them dry up while I work on the rest of this model. So, hope everyone's been having a good...
Hello there.
Hello there. Sounds good, right? Alright, cool. Hello, Kiko Jonesy. So yeah, here's the model.
Moist.
Moist. Yes, moist sand that will dry. Or something like that. So, let's just go ahead. Hey, Sojan.
Hello there.
Alright. Since I figure I'm not going to be doing much else with the base, since he's leaping from a rock, I don't need to add any other textures. Well, textures other than this. So, yes, this box came with Golden Ghosty. Hey, how's it going? Hi. Thank you for swinging by. Normally tonight I would be painting Hero Quest stuff, but I got this Legion figure in, and I figured I would work on that since this is part of the last part of a commission. Oh, and here comes Muse with 7 people. All right, sweet. Thank you for swinging by. And thank you for the follow, Snow Sif. Wow, alright. Kicking this off just right. Thank you, Sarnis. Yeah, since this is like the last of a commission, and Wednesdays were usually my Star Wars days, I just kind of figured, hey, let's just go back to what I started doing a lot on stream, which was Star Wars Legion. Yeah, partay. Let that dry. Oh, and the cup's getting filled. Yeah, you did have a nice party on your stream today. So yeah, here's the one pose I'll be working on, and the other one I'll be working on these two separate, just because I want to focus on. Yeah, it included a boob shot glass. Oh, hello, H&H. Yeah, here's the other pose I'll be working on. But I'll be working on this one mainly tonight. Unless... No, actually, I might work on both of them, actually, because... And I'll put the basing material on this, too. because I'm going to be doing special mixes on the robes, and I want them to match. But I'm not going to go too gung-ho with a lot of this on here. But yeah, thank you to anybody who's new, who's stopping by too with either Muse or finding the channel on their own. I stream every Monday and Wednesday at 9:30 Central U.S. time. I know it's a little late for some people, but hey, that's when it works for me, because if I have my girls, then they are for sure asleep then. Well, it depends on the quality of the paint job I want to do, Ghost. Good lord, thank you guys. Just fill in the cup and then you're going to bomb it out. Where's Dawn so she can just drop the hundreds? So, for tabletop quality, which is usually just like a base coat and some washes and some highlights, might take me, about an hour, maybe a little less, depending on how lost in the details I want to get. And yeah, someone like my friend Michael Mordor, give him, depending on how big the miniature is, anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. Like 20 minutes for a mini this size. Right, see you in a minute, Michelle. 20 minutes for a mini this size, an hour for like a giant. And then he's just good and done. Whereas me, yeah, about an hour for human-sized minis, and longer for some of the bigger ones. Well, you do focus on a lot of the details too, though. Which isn't bad. It's not bad. But yeah, I gotta say though, for the Zenithal highlight this time, see how smooth it is? Look, there's no like splotchy, explodey bits of white on this, because I actually found a spot in, can usually take you several hours. Alright. Oh yeah, like, but yeah, for the white Zenithal, I actually found a place here in town that actually sells Liquitex ink. So I actually got the Liquitex Titanium White and used that for my Zenithal. And I gotta say, I was pretty dang happy with how that Zenithal turned out. So, anyways, now on to the actual painting. So, looking at Yoda's actual... I'm going to work on the underrobes first. Let's get this color in here, too. So, I'm going to use mostly Dryad bark, but I'm going to add a little bit of brown leather, because they're close to this color, but not quite. There's a little bit more brown in them. Just in time, Michelle. My birthday was actually yesterday. Truth be told. So... hold on. I forgot to turn off notifications on my phone that I can watch chat on. Yeah. Oh my god, and a wild Luma Luma appears. Yeah, ear burr 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 burr. No. Or yes, yes. I'll call it my paint mixer. Yeah, it is. It's the Surefine brand, like what a bunch of other people use. It doesn't even need a... has its own battery on it. Though I would like to get one of the corded ones that are like about $100, but someday. Yeah, all the fracking here in Nebraska. That's what that is. A little bit more brown in here. There we go. Yes, Michelle, yes. One of these years, I'll get one. But it is not this year. Well, maybe later this year. I don't know. We'll just see how things turn out. Okay. Yeah, I missed this one. Hopefully everybody can see that just fine. Gad, senior side. Okay, okay. Luma Luma, we need to add that to Category 5. And that's one of the bad guys. Okay, so, little bit of backstory here. So Luma Luma and I are making up, like, I don't know, it's really nothing serious, but we're making up like our own like joke version of like G.I. Joe, where it's like based in the 80s, and they're, off-brand G.I. Joe that's just horribly racist like it was during the time, and just dumb names. Like, one of the characters' names is General Specific. Oh god, I have a whole list on my... But yeah, then we're coming up with like bad guys for this too, and they're called the Category 5 because every mission includes 5 of them, but there's more than 5. And yeah. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to say some of these on stream. But just know that, like, we created this, like, in the spirit of, like, the 80s G.I. Joe, where it really, really wasn't PC, but it was still just funny. Which, Ty, actually, maybe I'll share the, like, Snow Job, or, alright, here. Or, Luma, do you have the list, or do you need me to pull up mine? Oh, and also, just to be stupid, Ben Wyatt is their accountant from Parks and Rec. Like, it's just Ben Wyatt. Oh yeah, Hot Levy was the desert flood control specialist. Yeah. As he tries to not lose his Twitch channel. Yes. Yeah, like... Yeah, and that came up from reversing someone else's name, and it just became Hot Levy. And then there was... Oh yeah, there was Bilge Pump, who was the... Oh god, what was he? Yeah, yeah, one's name was Bilge Pump. Oh god. Yeah, there's a few that they're groaners. Yeah. Okay. One, I'll just say his name is Sous Chef, but he's a Native American cook that's also a lawyer. So, and Sioux is spelled like the tribe. So, yeah, we were just going with like major play on words with a lot of these. And yeah, there's So yeah, anyways, on to me painting Yoda. Sorry if this is your first time here and that was a hell of a first impression to make, but hey, I'm really a nice guy, honest. You are helping. Here, let me look up one or two others. Like, I need to know what some of the other bad guys are. Yes, I have a list on my phone for all of this. Oh yeah, there's Off-Ramp the cartographer, Bilge Pump the boat mechanic, Pond Scum the Bayou Scuba specialist, there's Snow Route, who's the transportation specialist, Detour, Master of Misdirection, Slack Adjuster is the main mechanic. Oh yeah, then there's Bad Shed, Farm Building Demolition Expert. Yeah, see, they're all like super specialized, but it's not a good specialization. Oh yeah, Ether Bunny, guy. He's one of the bad guys. He knocks out people with exploding gas eggs. Oh yeah, I can't read many of the bad guy names. But Vladimir Putin is with the main bad guys. Oh yeah, then there's Foreground, the up-close golf groundskeeper. Then there's Background, the miniature golf course repair person. So... yeah. Ty, I will share these with you because you are going to die at these. And Kiko, I'll share them with you too. And I'll just have a quick sip. Of course he would, and also he's master of whatever. They're really, really bad. Like, yeah, I really don't want to lose my Twitch channel if somebody reports me. So, Yes, I'll put it on Discord. I'll put it on a few Discords that I'm on. So... we're guilty of both of them. We're guilty of all of them, Luma Luma. Like, I'm not going to even try and skirt the blame on you. Like, this was both of us. Though, who thought it was a good idea to have Ben Wyatt as the accountant? Okay, yep. Just... And we're just like, screw it, it works. Just Ben Wyatt from Parks and Rec is their accountant. Oh, don't worry, you'll get the list directly to you, Ty. I'll make sure you at least see this. Yeah, I think we did, too. Yeah, I think Sojan added to the list a little bit, too. Is that the ultra-conservative guy? Yeah, he was the mayor of Icetown. Like, he's the one who stayed on and married Leslie Knope's character. Do you remember the animated G.I. Joe movie where they tried to destroy the BET? I don't remember them, because I remember them fighting the Cobra organization that was trying to bring around oh Christ, what's the one? Trying to bring around Cobra Law. Broadcast emergency transmitter. Okay, and for this part of the cloak, I'm actually using just straight up Rakarth flesh, because that seems to kind of match. Oh yeah, and see, that's what we kind of based this on, was, you know, those episodes of G.I. Joe that just were teeming with bad stereotypes. And also there was, like, this one show in the early 90s that was like the cops in Detroit, only it was in the future. And, like, one of the characters' names was Misdemeanor. And, yeah, I mean, they were just horrendous puns. Thank you, Ty. Yeah, it's crime fighting time. Sorry, I gotta kind of turn this upside down to get under his cape. Oh, yeah, some of the names on the old He-Man. Like, because wasn't one guy just called Fistor? And, yeah, he just had a giant fist and would punch people. Yeah. And then, of course, there actually was one called Stinkor, who turned out in the new He-Man as well. He was a skunk. Yes, that's exactly what it was, Ty. Crime. Yeah, and, like, we even had a code name for the bad guys, which I'll look that up here in just a second. Yes, hopefully in the face, Ty. Yeah, let's see. Okay, we were going with two here, so bear with me. It was regular, which is really evil guys undermining legitimate American rule, or croc, criminal resistance over capitalism. Yeah, we've been putting some thought into this. So yeah, if you guys want to weigh in on who the bad guys of Category 5 are, then... Oh boy, I really almost should not have put Yoda on his little flying stand here, because getting some parts of this cape... Okay, I actually probably need to just take him off here so I can have a better angle. Yeah, see, we wanted to do that, but we wanted to do like they were against America, because like everything at that time in those cartoons was, you know, against America and against capitalism. But yes, yeah, something along those lines, like pagan, just people against goodness and normalcy. Okay, yeah, I do think that Rakarth flesh was a good choice for the cloak. See, at least I didn't have to mix anything up then. Yeah, the Dragnet movie was awesome. the bait mates. Sir Laserlot, Clampchamp, Fisto. Yeah, Manny Faces, Sky Clone. And then Robot Chicken created Molar, the dentist of Eternia. Yeah, so it was along those lines. Like, we were just thinking up, like, we were bored one day. I think it was like the end of a snowplow shift, and we were just tired and punchy. And we just kind of started making up this stuff, and we were laughing at it hard enough that we just decided to be dummies and just write it down. And some of it was still funny after we got a few good nights' sleep. Snake Man's names was Tongue Lasher. Oh my god. Oh dear Lord. Yeah, and then also we're kind of inspired because both Luma and I and a few other people on this channel or that are watching right now really liked Venture Brothers, and they made fun of like a lot of those type of names too. Like there was Mancubus and yeah, you know, just silly villain names. It was like something my mother and I did one night. She was helping me stay awake on third shift, and she hadn't got much sleep. There's variations of I Am Groot. Oh yes, okay. There's another for the category 5. Rug Doctor has a PhD in the study of carpet-related diseases. Either write that down, Luma, or just text it to me, and I'll add it to the list. Like 20 Groots I Am Group. Yeah. Ooh, snap! Michael Mordor with the entrance. Woo! Thank you, kind sir. You know what? If I had the John Cena sound effect, just a I would play that right now, especially for that kind of entrance. Totally worth it, Michael. Glad to have you by. Yeah, I'm actually working on both Yodas right now. I'll be touching up the cloaks and some of the other areas, but yeah, it was fun getting the parts of the cape underneath here. So I'm just kind of touching those up. Nope, not at all. Making some good progress already, too. I mean, he has a smaller mini, so it shouldn't take me that long. Sorry, bud. There we go. Breach charge, Master of Exploding Pants. Yeah, so, Michael, just so you're aware of what we're talking about, me and my buddy Luma Luma, we're making like an off-brand, like Dollar Tree G.I. Joe, where like the names are just ridiculous and maybe just a tad bit racist. But, yeah, so like we had Bilge Pump, who was like a boat mechanic. Yeah, we had, Breach Charge. We had Hot Levy, who is a desert flood control specialist. You know, stuff like that. You know, just stuff that's like so... and then there's Pond Scum, who is a bayou scuba specialist. So, yeah, just like overly specialized group. And we came up with the code name Category 5. So... Yes, Ty. Yes. How did we not think of that one, Luma Luma? You better be writing these down, either Sojan or Luma Luma. Like, because I could go back and look through chat, but that would be effort. Okay. So yeah, I have a nice little mix here for the tunic underneath. Okay. But now Michael is the boss of the stream. The queen is dead, long live the king. Oh, yeah. Considering my first movie was Return of the Jedi when I was 18 months old, I didn't stand a chance. And I actually will thank my parents for that, too. Okay, see a little bit I need to get. Yeah, E.T. Yeah, like, the copies I had of Star Wars growing up were ones that my uncle recorded 2 of them off of HBO. The other, my parents, now this will date this, recorded it off of Laserdisc. And there's actually one spot in A New Hope that I did not know what the dialogue was for years, because there was a skip in the disc where like they were talking real fast and real, you know, like that. And so yeah, until I saw the special editions, or actually got like a re-released, no, it was when I got like one of the re-released editions on VHS. That was when I actually finally knew what they said in part of those scenes. Good lord, we're already at like 40 minutes streaming? Jeez, time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Guess I'll take another sip, huh? What, when I'm taking a sip, or what scene? The dialogue. Okay, it was... The first one was in A New Hope, where right after Luke got done with the training remote on the Falcon, and up until the point to where... From that point up until where the Falcon exits hyperspace and finds Alderaan destroyed. Like, that little... 2-minute gap. I had no idea what the dialogue was there. And then, actually in Empire Strikes Back, I had, because I was younger, I had changed the channel on the VCR while my parents were recording Empire to a commercial. So from the point from when they destroyed the probe droid to when the Imperials know where the rebels are, I had no idea what that dialogue was either. Michael, back in '83, we got a hold of a bad copy of The Return of the Jedi, and even though it was the worst picture quality ever, it made 8 friends very happy that particular afternoon. Yeah, I know. It's funny how that stuff just will still pull you together. So yeah, those were the 2 scenes that until I got professional versions, I did not know the dialogue to. So you can bet, like, the first few times I watched it, I just was glued to the screen on each of those scenes just to absorb the dialogue and remember what it was they were actually saying. Got a VHS set when I was about 7. Most of the trilogy is kids a lot, especially at Christmas. Hey, that should be... We should continue that Christmas tradition, delay capture. Start that back up with the girls. Screw watching The Godfather at Christmas. It's Star Wars time. Yeah, the Rakarth flesh is actually really good for these robes. Had Betamax for a while, and then it went to VHS. So, you're not wrong. Yeah, neat little history there. Yeah, Betamax had the better picture. I just made a grave mistake. Betamax had better picture, but VHS was cheaper. Yeah, all Star Wars, and I mean all Star Wars. And then, yes, then we finish off with the extended edition Lord of the Rings. Yeah, we go with The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings extended cut. Perfect holiday. We start on Christmas Day and we're done by my birthday. And had better marketing, and also the crux of it was the adult industry chose VHS for their movies rather than Betamax. Yep. Yep, that's why we now have Blu-ray instead of HD DVD, because also because, yes, when I say all Star Wars, I mean all Star Wars. The paint I am using, Michael, is just straight up Rakarth flesh from Citadel. And yeah, that's almost completely perfect for the cloak. I might do a watered down shade of Agrax Earthshade just to add a little bit of tone in here. Yeah, this one. Yeah, actually, let me just type it out. Yeah, Rancor flesh. Okay. I think I can get a little bit more. Ah! Yoda down. See just a little bit right there that I could get. It's actually kind of fun talking Star Wars and other stuff and all this. Been a fun stream so far. Okay, so yep. Okay, now for the skin. So might as well work on that. For the base. Okay. I have 3 choices here that I'm kind of like, most of these are pretty good, but you guys can help decide the course of the stream. Especially Michael Mordor can, since, you know, this is his Yoda. Or Yoda's Yodai. So, well, let's see. What I could do for the base color of the skin is I could do either Muddy Olive, I could do Troll Hide, or I could do Wog Flesh. Sending you more work to paint in your next part. No, that is totally fine, Michael. I'm fine with that. I need to get painting on the Mandalorians that you painted for me, because after this recent middle one looks Yoda. That's what I was thinking, was Troll Hide. Yeah, because after this most recent episode of Mandalorian, I really want to paint some of the other Mandalorians you printed out and sent to me. This Is the Way intensifies. Yes, the most recent episode of Book of Boba Fett was awesome today. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna paint over the hair with the green because his hair's pretty thin, so you can really see his scalp underneath. All my Reaper, Whiz Kids, and Rings minis to paint. Gareth is for sure to do all my Star Wars minis. Just don't have the time. Plus, such a nice feeling getting painted minis from someone else. Yes. Okay, so, if you want, you know how much of a Star Wars fan I am, Ty. So, yeah, I'll be completely honest with you. Honestly, I think a lot of the super Boba Fett fans need to take a damn chill pill. Because, first of all, this is a story of growth. And, so, yeah, we're not going to get the same Boba Fett from, the movies and from the earlier stuff. But it is a very good story so far. I like what they're doing with the character. And, I'm just also happy to get new Star Wars. So, I like what they're doing with it. I like where it's going. But also, but I didn't like but I'll tell you right out of the gate too, I did not like the sequel trilogy. The Force Awakens had good potential. The Last Jedi was garbage. And Rise of Skywalker was them trying to retcon an entire movie and yet move a plot forward. So, now, I love all of the, I love the Clone Wars stuff. That really grew on me after I gave it a shot. Rebels was fun. I liked that a lot too. I liked how they brought in elements of the expanded universe back into canon. Thrawn. Yeah, and Bad Batch. It was awesome. I'm liking that. So, and Mandalorian, I think, single-handedly saved Star Wars from itself, in my opinion. And since it's still Filoni and Favreau... yeah, like I said, Michael, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they did. If they ever did or if they ever will. Or, yes, they did. They made The Mandalorian, which is after that. Oh, yeah. Rogue One was awesome. Loved Rogue One. Yeah, let Filoni and Favreau stay in charge of Star Wars, like, from now until the end of time. And we'll be good. Like, we're gonna, like, Futurama put their heads in jars, kind of, now and for forever. Where they'll just be directing from their jars. Yes, it was. Good choice, Michael. And now, I know Michael does not like OSL effects, but I will do a really good job to get a good glowy-looking lightsaber without putting the glowing effects all over the miniature. Yes, Rogue One. Okay, Revenge of the Sith isn't bad now after I watched the last season of Clone Wars. And I'll just leave it at that. Like, watch all of Clone Wars, watch the last season of Clone Wars, and then that honestly changed how I saw everything that happened in Revenge of the Sith. Hello, Dr. Irrefutable. Better late than never. You've missed a hell of a ride so far, but hey, you're here. Okay, Michelle. I guess I won't mix any paints until you're back. Well, I will at the very least finish getting this base coat on the other Yoda as well. So yes, anyways, yeah, I really liked the Clone Wars. I really liked the Rebels. Mandalorian was fantastic. I am liking Book of Boba Fett. And I'm I'm highly excited for Kenobi. Because just seeing how excited Ewan McGregor was once he could finally, like once Disney took the gag order, you know, to where they go, okay, you guys can start doing some press releases on this right now. Just the sheer amount of joy on Ewan McGregor's face. Oh, Michael. Oh, Michael. Yeah, and Rosario Dawson did an amazing job playing Ahsoka in Mandalorian. Yeah, which I love how they made Life Day canon then in the first episode of Mandalorian. Because the first guy that he caught says, well, I was planning on doing this when I made it back home for Life Day, but I guess that's not happening now. So Life Day is canon. Just because Filoni and Favreau wanted to put in that throwaway line just for the lols. I will forget the Ewok movies. But yes, I remember the holiday specials when they first introduced Boba Fett. I've heard, that video that you shared. I need to share that with Luma Luma because he's a big Spider-Man fan. Yes, thank you, Michael. I tried to watch them as a kid and just immediately hated them. Yep. I do remember the Ewoks and the Droids cartoon. Yeah, maybe later you could shave your yub nub. To quote Family Guy. Just going to finish up this green, and then we will probably just call it a night. But yeah, Ty, back to that point. Book of Boba Fett is good because, well, first of all, you don't seem like the kind of fan either that just wants. Because I've ran into so many people lately that are like, well, they didn't explain anything right away. They didn't lay it all out. You have 8 episodes. Just wait. They'll get to it. It's called building a story. So, yeah, as long as you're not looking for all of the answers right away, immediately, and just know this isn't the Boba Fett you grew up with. This is Boba Fett who, think of it as Boba Fett died in that Sarlacc, and he climbed out, and he was finding out who he was again. Yeah. Because too many people these days just kind of want all of the answers right away to everything. Especially like when it comes to Star Wars. Back in the 80s, we had Return of the Jedi Weekly, and there's just one comic strip from it that was just amazing. It's called Land of the Jawas, about the Jawas finding Boba Fett. Love the slow story, I just want it to be a little different than The Mandalorian. Yeah, damn you, Patton Oswalt, yes. And yes, just like DBZ, start at the logical point, in the middle, like Sojan says, with flashbacks. Welcome back, Michelle. Yeah, they are, but you got to admit, it is still at its heart right now with the stories they're telling. It's still like a space western. So it's going to be similar. Oh my god, yes. Ty, you need to make a snack. Well, few of the ladies in here are a snack, so we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, the new Matrix movie, Michael, the best part of that was Neil Patrick Harris. Okay. Still need to see that. Well, need is to string. Getting tired of all the reboots of movies. Yeah, I am too. Some things just need to be left alone. Like, don't need to reboot, don't need to rehash. Just accept it for like the thing that it was back in the day. Let's try and do something new. Okay. Yes, this green looks good. I will definitely be doing some highlights and everything too on these later. Because let's face it, this is Yoda. He needs to be a little bit more of a centerpiece. And I feel like I'm doing a decent job at that so far. Alright. Well, now that I got that done, here let's do a bit of a close-up on the Yodas. Here we'll do... Oh, yeah. Crystal Skull was blah. No, they can't. All right. The only way they could redo Princess Bride was the way I said it, where it's now the guy who played Wesley is the grandpa, and all of the other characters are Muppets. Yeah, here is action pose Yoda. And then here is standing there doing force push Yoda. So, yep, and the base is pretty much dry, so thank you so much. Yeah, Carrie Eulis reading the book. And then the rest is all Muppets. Because, of course, you need Rizzo to be the ROUS's. Complete with Joyzy accent. So, alright. Any other questions, comments, or anything like that? This has been a fantastic stream, guys. You've made the hour fly by. Like, next thing I knew, I looked up and we were at 40 minutes. Yeah, just rodents of unusual sound. Yeah, that's the ticket. So I will take a drink. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for swinging by. Yes, this was an excellent night. Yeah, I appreciate you all for swinging by. Yeah, thank you for getting up so early, Michael, but I knew Yoda could tempt you. Tempt you, Yoda would. Coming by, thank you for. Keep painting, remember to. Good night, everyone.